Hi there, it's Sam from Pootles.co.uk. Thank you very much for joining me on another one of my Advent Countdown projects. Today I have a Festive Flurries Christmas decoration for you. I've done two colourways. I did this one months ago when I first got the Festive Flurries because this is my kitchen colours, and if you've watched my Advent projects before you know that it's pale green and chocolate brown. So this was the first one that I made, and it's been hanging on my desk lamp for ages, but I decided that I was going to do a different colourway, and you know me, I like to mix up my colours and I don't really do traditional colours. So this one is Melon Mambo and chocolate chip with iridescent glitter, and then I asked on my Facebook page if anybody had any other colour requests, and there were quite a few. There were the typical Island Indigo, which is very much the Christmas colours this year for Stampin' Up, but somebody asked for ice blue and white, so I've decided to do that because I wanted also to have the opportunity to show you how to double colour with embossing powder. So I have prepped everything for the main part, because actually you don't really want to be watching me stamp and emboss 8 of the Festive Flurries. So I've already got my 4 white ones, and these I've just stamped and embossed, I don't know how well you can see that, with clear embossing powder. And I'm going to turn off my computer monitor. There we go, because otherwise it'll chirp. And these ones I've done with Pool Party embossing powder and iridescent ice. So I'm going to show you how to double do that. Right, let me move those ones out of the way. And it uses our bundle, which is the Festive Flurries, which are big old stamps, big rubber stamps that also you can buy with the matching framelets. Now I've just attached these here in the box. So it uses these, so you stamp, you emboss, and then you cut out afterwards with your big shot. And the one I'm doing, the last one I've got to do, is the matching little one here, which is in the blue. So I'm going to take the smallest one, piece of Whisper White cardstock. I'm going to get my scrap of paper here as well. So your piece of Whisper White, your rubber stamp, ink it with Versamark, and stamp down, and then you cover it with your Pool Party first. So nice liberal covering, gently tap off. I know a few people have said, oh, they're struggling to get the embossing powder to work properly. It's because you're flicking your cardstock and flicking the excess off too hard. What you want to do is just a gentle click, but people do, I can't even do it now, that far too hard, and you're knocking all of the powder off the sticky part. So I need to have that ready. But I also need to have my iridescent ice to hand as well. So I'm going to take the lid off and just pop it over to one side and keep my scrap of paper. Now I'm going to put the heat tool on, so if you're listening to this in full volume, because I do talk quietly, turn it down now. So I'm just getting this to heat. And actually, you know, let me see if I can bring this up so you can see it. You heat very gently, keep your tool moving because you don't want to burn or scorch or buckle the paper. And at the moment this is quite dry, and it will suddenly start turning liquid, which it's doing now. And that way you know that all of the embossing powder has melted. So hopefully you've been able to see that. Now I'm going to keep the heat tool on it for a minute because I want it nice and hot. Quickly turn it off, quickly dump your iridescent ice on. That was really quickly dumped on. Tap off the excess. So it's now all glittery, and it's such a dull day here. I've got my lights on, they're maybe not being helpful. You'll see it in the photographs on my blog. It is nice and glittery. Let me put that out of the way so I can get rid of that now, and the bit that's thrown all over my grid paper. And now we're just going to heat this up, and the way, like I say, you're probably not going to be able to see it very well. Let me see if I can zoom in so you can. Wrong way. And focus would be good. The way to know, because obviously it's not dull now, is that actually it starts twinkling. I don't know if that's a technical term or anything, but the glittery particles will start melting and moving, and when it actually all starts glittering and twinkling and you can see it all moving, that's when you know that it's heated. So, put the heat tool back on. Let's see if I can tilt that so you can see it begin to twinkle. Yes, I can see everything's all moving around nicely now. So basically, all I'm doing is I'm setting the iridescent ice into the pool party. That, hopefully, well, it's looking very shiny anyway. Iridescent ice doesn't like to be glittered, I don't think, or doesn't like to be filmed. Let me very slowly zoom back out so you can see. Right, so that's that bit done. Now we need our big shot. So I'm going to bring that in. And this is definitely where you want to use your magnetic plate, because the framelits are so delicate that you don't want to, you know, mess up the alignment or anything. So a cutting plate down, your stamped image. I'm going to grab the framelit, which is the smallest one here, and you lay it over the top, and the magnetic plate is just going to grab it and hold on to it. So I'm going to line that up. I'm going to take a few extra seconds just to make sure it's absolutely perfect. So that's all lined up. Next plate on the top, and then I'm going to run it through, and I'm actually going to send it through twice because this is Whisper White and it's not as heavy a cardstock as our colours, which is what I did with the other projects, with the other decorations, I should say. Move that back out of the way. And yes, I can see that's all cut out beautifully. So pop those out, and then that's that done. So now it's just literally a case of layering it up. So get all of your pairs. So I've got the biggest ones, and I want to loop some pool party ribbon inside it. So I'm just going to chop off, grab my 3D, my dimensionals, and I'm going to put quite a few on this because I want these to hold on to the pool party ribbon. My brain is not in gear today, I can't speak properly. I don't know why. So I'm going to make it just a gentle loop. Basically lay them down on top of the dimensionals. So they're sticking one side, and I'm going to stick a couple more over that bit just to doubly make sure that it's going to stick nicely and not move. And then lay the next one over, and now it's just a case of alternating. So I now want my pool party with the iridescent ice. We'll have some on the back of there, some on the back of this one. You know what, I'm going to stick all the dimensionals on now while I've got them in my hands. So this is the next layer, and you just set it over the top, flip it over and do the same on the other side, and it's just a case of building up. And it's really, your limit on your colour combinations is as little or as much as your imagination can take, and the colour combinations that the guys on the Facebook page came up with were wonderful. Somebody suggested Smoky Slate and Wisteria Wonder, somebody else suggested early espresso and vanilla, and you literally, you layer it up and you set the colour combinations to whatever your decorations are, and that is a Festive Flurries snowflake decoration. And I can see it twinkling away quite happily, but I've got a daylight lamp that's going on here and it's beautifully twinkling. It's probably not the best on film, but I will make sure that my photographs match. And those are my other colour combinations. So thank you very much for watching. Thank you for enjoying the Advent Countdown projects, and I love hearing all your comments, so I'm really, really appreciative of those. And obviously if you want to get hold of anything, you know what to do, get in touch with me. Thank you very much. Bye.